We'll be starting here in just a few minutes. In the meantime, you'll notice we're on the other side of the court now, so that's always a little fun. And we'll get ahead. We'll test out the live stream here, make sure we got good audio going. And we'll get ahead. We'll test out the live stream here, make sure we got good audio going. And we do, so that's fantastic. And we'll get ahead. We'll test out the live stream here, make sure we got good audio going. And we do, so that's fantastic. All right. Looks like we got a blue-on-blue match. It's interesting. This sideline just announced that they graduated their application for volleyball from being in beta, which is what I used all last season, to being fully featured and ready to go. So that's what you're seeing here now. Good news is all the players, we should have their numbers correct, which means my roster should be good to go. As you can tell here today, folks, once again, Flowery Branch, the Falcons are in red on the far side of the court there. Once again in white, we'll be in the white uniforms all day today, is the War Eagles. Same lineup as before, no changes, same team, no new players have entered the tournament. So we'll be looking for some consistency from each of the players today. We'll be looking for good defense, good communication to really make a difference. The nice thing, however, is they got a really about an hour and 15-minute break, probably 75-minute break between this game and their last game, which was almost certainly needed. The girls were exhausted after that last game. But we got them some food. They had the opportunity to sit down, relax, drink water, drink some Gatorade, just generally get caught up on, you know, the mental side and the game side. Down here, Piper just crushing that serve that she just did. I'm now on my second energy drink, folks, so I guess you could say today's game is brought to you by Alani, as Alani is what's been keeping me going today. Our usual sponsors are the same, though. We're grateful to have today sponsored by TiffanyBookedIt.com for all of your travel agency needs, all your travel needs. TiffanyBookedIt.com. Tiffany's a fantastic, truly fantastic, amazing, incredible travel agent. Now, I may be biased. She is my wife, of course, but I am happy to say that when it comes to things like Disney, Universal, or cruising, she knows it all. And if she doesn't, she invests in her clients until she is the expert on it. Additionally, TiffanyMadeIt.com, a website that my wife operates about custom engravings. You won't see it here today, but all the girls have matching Owala mugs with their names engraved in the side. That was made by my wife, but TiffanyMadeIt.com recently launched a new website where you can purchase items directly from her. You can also reach out, chat with her if you're looking for something specific that isn't covered. So both of, this entire game, mostly because that's who's paying for the equipment, is brought to you by Tiffany Khan there, who's giving fives to everybody with the flag at both Tiffany Made It and TiffanyBookedIt.coms. All right. So girls cheering, Tiffany taking the far side as the line judge. I will say she was coached by her daughter that if anything is close, here, let me just bring Tiffany on camera real quick. Tiffany, say hi. She was coached by her daughter prior to the game that in the event that anything is close, she is required to go the Forsyth way in that call. So pretty funny that Piper took the time to make sure she knew that. All right, today's ref is in the white shirt. He's currently checking the Falcons and their lineup, making sure there's no issues there. now allowing the original libero substitution as they come in, tagging out number 24. On our side, looks like we've got number 11, Sahiti up front, number 29, Kiki, and number 4, Cam. And in the back row, you've got number 20, Haley, number 1, Maddie, and number 3, Leah. The Falcons are going to get to serve first here today. And so we'll be getting this set underway here in just a moment. And we are underway, folks. Leah gets the ball, knocks it over to Sahiti, who sends it over to Cam, and Cam was not quite able to get it over, instead sending it straight up. But you saw her coach herself there. She was absolutely already all about that. All right, next ball, Kim. Over to Kiki, who does get it over with a one-arm hit. Unfortunately, that was out, giving it 2-0 Falcons. Oh, we have a time called. All right, Maddie is our captain this time. Looks like Sahiti had something on her wrist, maybe yep, looks like she had a bracelet on. Ref letting her know she cannot have that on. And looks like Cam, I think I called Kim earlier, my apologies. Cam had a necklace on that needed to be taken off. All right, so we should be good to go now. And there's the serve, handled by Maddie. Maddie gives it to Sahiti, Sahiti to Kiki. Kiki, unfortunately, into the net. 3 for the Falcons, 0 for the War Eagles. Leah to Sahiti. Sahiti sends it. Oh, well, I don't know if she was setting behind her or trying to sneak it over the net behind. Unsure. Either way, it was a Falcons point, 0-4. There's the serve. Leah calls it, claims it. Sahiti sets it behind her again, but Cam is able to get there. Oh, foot slipped under the net. I mean, really good effort by Cam to get there, especially coming from the far side of the court. There's your next serve. Diving save by Maddie. Here comes the return. Number 20. Oh, not able to handle it. Good effort by Haley, trying to make sure she got there in time. And we have our first time out as the War Eagles not looking put together so far this set, with the Flowery Branch Falcons kind of running all over them. I'd say the big takeaway, though, at least, is that it's on the serve mostly. And so if the team can get themselves focused and centered, this will be a relatively easy thing to reset. Score is 0-6. And we'll be back from this timeout in just a moment. Oh, look at Coach Rachel with smile. I think she was able to get through to the girls. All right, that timeout is now over. Number 15 for the Falcons to serve again. All right, there's the serve. Handled by Kiki, I think. Sahiti tries to get there. Cam tries to get there. Unfortunately, not able to control the ball. All right, there's the serve. Handled by Maddie. Maddie sends it over. Number 20 on the Falcons returns it and finds a hole right at the net for the 8th point. 0 for the War Eagles, 8 for the Falcons. All right, 15 to serve again. There's the service. Maddie pops it up to Sahiti. Sahiti pops it to center for Cam. Cam spikes it, sends it to the back row. Here comes the return from the Falcons. All the way right there's to Maddie. Maddie to Sahiti. Sahiti to Cam. Cam sends it over. We're going to do this one more time, folks. Their inside hitter slams it down and finds the hole in front of Haley and Maddie, getting them a 9th, but hard-earned point. All right. Falcons to serve. This time handled by Kiki. Kiki to Sahithi. Back to Sahithi. Woo! I'll get there. Back to Kiki, who sends it over the net. Here comes the return. Maddie's right there. Sahithi pops it. Cam with the spike. Ooh, diving save from the Falcon player. Sends it over. Leah calls it for this time. Sahithi sets it back to Cam. Cam with another good spike. And she gets the kill! Kiki gets the kill. Exactly what we needed, breaking up a 9-point run. Sahithi will be our server, our first server of this set. No substitutions. There's the serve, a little bit long. And it's an ace! A-C-E, ace! And you can hear the girls cheering on from the sideline, keeping Sahithi super happy. See where it goes. Good second serve. This one, unfortunately, very long. That was probably a good foot and a half on the outside there. So, unfortunately, not quite what we were looking for. It happens. Number 9 to serve. Barely makes it over. Leah dives. Cam pops it up. Tries to get out of the way. Unfortunately, not able to, but Maddie did come running in, ready to get there if she could. South looking very rusty after that break. That did not clear the net. That's a War Eagle point. 3 for the War Eagles, 11 for the Falcons. Let's see what happens now. Kiki to serve. Good serve from Kiki. Mostly handled by the Falcons. They tip it over. Cam's there. Sends it back over. Number 7 on the Falcons thinks quick, is able to handle it, sends it over. Leah's got that one. She sends it up to Sahithi, who to Maddie, who with a great spike, but somehow saved. They return it. Oh, unfortunately, that was in, catching the line. Well played. Good dives from both Sahithi and Kiki trying to get there. All right, Kiki is substituting out for 14, Kylie. Pops it. Leah's there, sends it to Maddie. Maddie sends it over the net. And that gets a point. Not quite able to handle it. 14 is Kylie. Still working on names, as I mentioned, folks. All right, now we have Leah. So your front row is... It got really quiet, so I wanted to be good there. Here comes the return. All right, Leah tries to handle it, can't quite. 13 point for the Falcons. All right, so that was Leah serving. In the front row now, you have Piper, Sahithi, and Haley. In the back row, you have Maddie, Kylie, and Leah. It is a Falcon serve. Right at Leah. Leah pops it straight up. Sahithi pops it to the inside hitter, where Haley sends it over. Flowery is able to handle it. Leah's right there, though. Sahithi pops it again, this time to Piper. Piper gets the kill! Piper right there to get the kill. All right, Haley cleared to serve. Good serve from Haley. Handled by number 2. They're going to their center hitter. Center hitter from her back foot. Finds the hole in front of Kylie, as it looked like she was going to hit it much harder than she did. And, of course, that resulted in a point. All right, number 18 for the Falcons to serve. We have a substitution. Number 11 for Cassidy. And number 20, Haley, for Samaya. number 6. Ball served. Right at Maddie. Maddie to Samaya. Samaya pops it to Piper, who calls for it. Sends it over the net. Number 11 sets to their inside hitter. Inside hitter just pushes it over, but Cassidy's right there. Leah calls for it and moves it forward. This time Maddie sends it over the net. Piper and Maddie up front, both going for the block. Cassidy's there. Gives it to Piper, who pops it up high to Leah. Leah sends it over the net. Got a good set of volleys going right now. Cassidy right there. Oh, jumps and misses, unfortunately. Good jump. Had the right idea. Just missed the ball. 15 for the Falcons. All right, here comes the serve. Right at Leah. Leah pops it well. Kylie called it. Maddie sends it over the net. Here comes the return. They're going to their inside hitter. Good spike, but right at Leah. Leah gives it to Samaya. Samaya gives it to Kylie, who sends it over the net. Here comes the return. That same inside hitter takes it, pushes it. Cassidy's there this time, though. That gives it to Samaya, who back to Cassidy, who reacts quickly and is able to get it over the net. Here comes the push. Leah's there. And Piper's going to take the spike. There's the spike. Oh, handled by number 18, though. Inside hitter one more time. This time Samaya's there. Sends it right over Piper's diving fingertips. Maddie did a great job trying to get that ball over the net and keep it inbounds. Does get it over the net. Unfortunately, it's wide. A lot of good effort there. Here comes the next serve. Leah's there. Oh, unfortunately, Leah hits it a little outside to the right, giving an ace to the Falcons server. All right, we have our second timeout. This one also called by the War Eagles. Scores 5-17 at the moment. Not looking like a great first start. Definitely seems to have been some challenges handling the serve returns today. Watching Coach Rachel here. Looks like she's telling them that they really need to focus on playing their volleyball. Take the calm down, take a deep breath. You still got this, it's not over. All right, and that gets the girls back out onto the court. Now, there's always that hope that this ices out number 18. Getting a little nervous, they're having too much time on their hands. Break the rhythm. It did not, but Leah's right there and pops it up. Now it's Samaya to Piper. Piper sends it over. Middle hitter to return this time. Barely taps it. Samaya dives. Leah was already moving in the position. Cassidy with a good hit. If it stays in, it's good. Oh! Called out. The camera was on that side. I think we could review that one. All right, there's the serve. Samaya to Maddie. Maddie to Piper. Piper sends it over the blocking 24. Piper again, this time with the kill. Piper with the second in a row jump, able to do that. All right, we have a substitution. Looks like Kylie and Kiki are substituting. That makes your front row Piper, Kiki, and Cassidy. Maddie is going to be serving with Samaya and Leah in the back row. There's your serve. Unfortunately, a little long. That'll give us a substitution where Maddie and Ashley swap places. So your back row is Ashley, Samaya, and Leah, and Cassidy, Piper, and Kiki in the front. All right, ball is in. Oh, that might have been out. Samaya to Cassidy. Cassidy quickly reacts and switches from a spike to a bump. Sends it over the net. Good hit. Leah dives. Ooh, can't quite get there. I guess the Falcons, their 20th point. Coach Rachel doing some on-the-field coaching while waiting for the ball to come back. 7-21. Double substitution on the side. All right, looking at it. In blue there is Leah, number 3. 10 is Ashley. Kiki is 29. Ball underway. Barely clears the net. Number 6, Samaya, gives a good effort at it. Not quite able to get there. It's very hard to react when the ball kind of rolls over the top of the net. It's a challenging thing to do. All right, there's the serve. Kiki gets there. Samaya tried. Kiki and Cam almost hurt each other there. All right, there's the serve. Rolls over the net. I mean, it is an ace. But that's a hard. This is yours.
Well, she found it.
Yes.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it here.
Okay.
Somebody comes.
You said it, yeah. Somebody comes back. All right. Fight at the net. Sorry about that. Oh, Cassidy goes up and tries to get it, misses it. And that is the end of set one, folks. Very rough game there. Clearing that off the scoreboard as quick as I absolutely can. We're going to go ahead. All right, folks, we are back. Coming into set two now. That first one being very rough in terms of an opening set here against Flowery Branch. With that said, it does happen. It's part of the nature of this game. And so we'll be looking for a kind of a recovery. Beyond the obvious if we want to do better. What we're going to be looking for is the communication. Do the girls refocus, or do they let that first set get them down and therefore they're kind of out of this set as well? Like all sports, it's very mental. And so if they really focus on the negative of the last set, they'll lose this one for sure. If they can, however, change their perspective or really just move past it very quickly, that'll set them up for success for years to come. Ref doing the same as last time, taking a hard look at the rosters, making sure that there are no rule violations, that everybody is set up properly. Unfortunately, these are live streamed. Unfortunately, they're live streamed. If you couldn't tell or read the lips of the girls, because obviously it's going to be a little hard on the camera, they were telling me that I was not allowed to post that first set. I am, however, allowed to post this set, which means they're expecting to play better. So I like that attitude. Unfortunately for them, it's a live stream. All right. Sahithi is going to serve first for us. We do get that ball first, and set two is underway. Good serve by Sahithi. Falcons handle it, taking to their inside hitter. Inside hitter runs it right into the net, because how high is that net, folks? Too high. As you'll notice, there's some chance to go really well with volleyball. That's one of them. I do expect those of you watching at home to be cheering along. When I call out how high is that net, you should be yelling too high. Second serve, really well down the line. Barely handled, she almost fell there. Flat return, but finds the hole between Leah and Maddie. Now it's 1-1. All right, number 9 will be serving here. Falcon sideline cheering on. Leah dives. Sahithi sets it up, knocks it over. Leah's there again, almost knocking out Maddie. Sahithi sets it up, sent over the net by, I missed who that was, number 20, Haley, and that's a War Eagle point. Very nice to see. All right, good serve there by Kiki, and that's an ace! A-C-E, ace! Serve it up, yelled by the War Eagles on the sideline. Next serve right down the line. Oh, unfortunately a little wide. That gives the Falcons another point and the ball back. All right, we have a substitution. Double sub on the Falcons side. On the court for us right now, looks like I've got somebody wrong here. Let's take a look at my... Oh, how high is that net, folks? Too high. There's the ball serve. That's in. That's an ace. 5-2. All right, next serve from Leah. Good serve. 2 handles it. Sets it to 7. 7-24. 24 over the back. Ready for it's Haley. Good recovery by Piper. Unfortunately, she sends it wide, giving the Falcons another point. Falcon ball floated right at Kylie. Kylie sets it to Sahithi. Sahithi gives it. Goes cross court. They do touch it, and they can't handle it. That's a War Eagle point. Good shot. Haley will now be serving for us. A lot more energy from the War Eagle sideline. Haley cleared the serve. Here we go. Good serve. Number 2 sets it. 11. 11 to the center. 24. 24 to Haley, or to Kylie. Kylie to Maddie. Maddie Sahithi. Sahithi. Good flat-footed hit. This time it's Maddie. Oh, unfortunately, Maddie got a little much too much power on it and sends it flying. We're going to have a double substitution. We have Sahithi and Ryan, and then we have Haley and Samaya swap it out here today. On the far side there in the front, you have Piper and Ryan. Piper bumps that one up. Leah moves the ball back forward, and Sahithi sends it. I'm not sure on that call. I couldn't tell if the ball went over the net. If it did, that should have been out on Flowery Branch. I'm guessing he's saying it did not. There's your serve. Ryan handles it. Sends it to 14, who's Kylie. Kylie a little upset that they weren't able to move that ball over. Makes it score 6-6. Got a little bit of frustration starting the show on the field. Not just Kylie, who I said, but Leah's there this time. Number 6 to Piper. Piper hits it. 18 dives, able to save it. They're going to return that ball. 14's there. This time the 6. 6 moves it over to Leah. Leah sends it over the net. Falcons able to handle it. No, they're not. That is a War Eagle point, as the ball fell between the defenses. Looks like Kylie and Kiki are substituting. So Maddie's going to serve. We have Samaya and Leah on the back. And then we have Kiki, Ryan, and Piper up front. There's Maddie's serve. Powerful. They are able to handle it, though. Their center returns it. Leah calls for it. Maddie moves out of the way. Samaya pops it. It's going to Kiki. Kiki tries to find the hole behind. Almost worked. Leah returns it. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't quite get it all the way over the net. And that ties us back up at 7-all. Maddie and Ashley substitute there. And here we go. Good hit. Number 10, Ashley makes it, sends it right back over the net. They are ready for it. Inside hitter pushes it, hits the net, or hits the guideline, and falls back. That makes it a War Eagle point. All right, now serving everybody's favorite, Piper Kahn. Piper serves, good hit, and that's an ace. Piper smiling from ear to ear with that one, makes it 9-7. Oh, unfortunately, she bounces it off Kiki's head. And that gives a 8 point. All right, Piper and Leah will substitute there. It's a Falcon ball, 9-8. On the court up front right now, you have Ryan on the far right-hand side front. In the middle, you have Samaya, number 6. And on the right side, I believe that's number 4, Cam. In the back, you have Kiki, Ashley, and Leah. Here comes the ball. Leah gives it to Samaya. Samaya sets it to Ryan. Ryan sends it over. Here comes the Falcons' attempt to return it. Barely do. Ashley dives, gets there. Cam pushes it over the net. And they're not able to handle that. Good call by the team, and great job by Leah watching that and just letting it fall. All right, double substitution time. Number 20 coming in for number 6, so Haley. And looks like number 11 for Ryan, so that is Sahiti. All right, Sahiti will be serving. She has a 2-point lead right now at 10-8. Serve. Oh, unfortunately, the net was a little too high, and that gives a 9th point to the Falcons. All right, there's the serve. Good diving save by Ashley. Unfortunately, sent it flying a little far, and we now have a brand new ball game at 10-10. All right, number 9 to serve for the Falcons. Floats it over, and how high is that net, folks? Too high. That's right. All right, Maddie coming in for Ashley, it looks like. All right, here we go. Kiki's going to be serving for us. Good serve by Kiki. Falcons handle it. Inside hitter's going to take it. Sends it right back to Kiki, to 11, who sends it over, or 20, who sends it over. Haley, unfortunately, a little wide, and that ties the game back up. We're looking at an 11-11 score right now, folks. All right, 14-29 is substituted. So Kiki is out, Kylie is in. Also a substitution on the Falcons side as number 2 comes in to serve. All right, good serve. Leah handles it. That goes to Kiki. Kiki over to Maddie. Maddie hits it and gets a kill. As that ball hits the net, falls and finds the hole. All right, now serving is Leah, number 3. Up front, looks like we have Cam, Maddie, and Haley. Here comes the serve. Good serve from Leah. Almost gets it past the back defender, who scrambles, hits the pole, and hitting that pole means it's a War Eagle point. All right, Cam and Piper substitute and swap, putting Piper now up front with Maddie and Haley. Here comes the serve from Leah. Falcons handle it. They're going to go to their middle hitter. Middle hitter hits it, And that ball is long, with line judge Tiffany calling it out. And that is a timeout for the Falcons now, as they start to feel a different kind of pressure, one they didn't feel the first game. Looks like Maddie giving some coaching along with Coach Rachel. All right, all the girls in. There's a little bit more smile. In particular, the quote was, "That's more like it." Nobody has claimed that. It is all yours. Now you're rich.
Yes, very much.
A little girl found $20 on the ground, and it was left near me to see, because it's where it fell, to see if anybody would claim it. No one did, so she is now smiling ear to ear. All right, Leah serves it. Well, they tried to sneak it past, but number 20, Haley, was there. And that ball falls in for a War Eagle point, as the Falcons did not talk to each other on that one. Leah smiling a lot over here. And Haley getting a high 10. Leah, again, good serve. Flat right over the net. Barely cleared it. I don't know what side that fell down on. All right, I guess that fell down on our side, which means that probably explains Piper's reaction, as she did not make the contact she meant to. All right, here comes the serve. Well hit. 14 handles it. Number 11, now to Maddie. Maddie pushed it over, almost finds the hole. Here comes the return from the center hitter. Number 14 dives. Piper pops it up to Maddie. Maddie with a good hit. Good teamwork from the three of them. That ball's going wide, and number 15 can't get there, and that's a War Eagle point. Maddie with a little hair toss, as she was as happy as she was with that one. Your front row right now is Sahithi, Piper, and Maddie. Your back row, Kylie, Leah, and Haley getting ready to serve. Cleared to serve. Here comes Haley. Good serve, clears the net. Handled by number 2. They pop it. Inside hitter's going to take it. Inside hitter hits it way wide, making it a score of 17 for the War Eagles and 12 for the Falcons. Haley to go again. Good serve as well. Right back at number 2, who cannot handle it. That's an ace. War Eagles looking like a different team this set. Maybe they just had to shake off some of the dust from sitting that hour. Haley, another good serve right down the line, and that's an ace! 2 aces in a row for Haley, as she's starting to really make the Falcons wonder what's going on there. Number 8 frustrated that she couldn't handle that on the sideline. Right back down the same sideline to see if number 8 did better. She did. 24 tries to be sneaky. Maddie sends it right over. Maddie again. Oh, unfortunately, that is wide. Right idea, though. All right, double substitution. Looks like Sahithi and Ryan are substituting. And Haley and I believe that's Cam. Nope. That is Samaya. I thought it was a 4. It's actually a 6. There's the serve from the Falcons. 14 handles it. Number 6 moves it forward to Ryan, who sends it over the net. They put it right back, though. Leah's there. Oh, this is going to be hard. Oh, Ryan tries. Unfortunately, not able to handle it. Up front, on the far left-hand side of your screen, is Ryan and Piper. There's the serve. 14 pops it to 6. 6 to Piper. Piper sends it over. It's a fight between the 2 centers. Now the Falcons have to return it, and they push it into the net, because how high is that net, folks? Too high. This will give Maddie a chance to serve. We have a substitution of, looks like Kylie and Kiki have substituted. Maddie's going to be serving, but before that happens, we have a timeout for the Falcons. Look at the smiles on the girls' faces. You should be able to see that right there on the camera. Much happier South is right there. They're a team. They're happy. Meanwhile, on the top right-hand side of your screen, you see the Falcons. Heads are down. They're not touching each other. There's very little camaraderie. And you have a coach trying to walk them through it. It doesn't seem to be making the impact. No head nods, no confidence. Meanwhile, you've got heads nodding on our side, and you got a team that is fully engaged. All right, in your front row, Kiki, Ryan, and Piper. In midcourt, you have Leah and Samaya. And as I mentioned, Maddie is now going to serve. Maddie's serve, well hit, and that's an ace! Maddie, A-C-E, ace! All right, sideline yelling, serve it up! Here goes Maddie again. Good hard hit. Ow! Hits her in the head. That's an ace and a painful one at that. I think Maddie will remember that serve for a little while. 22-14. Here comes the serve, handled. They're not going to be able to get that over. Oh, they did. I don't know how they got that over the net. Number 6 pops it. Kiki sends it over the net. Makes it over Piper to number 6, who sends it over the net. We got a good volley going here. Good play by Leah. Leah, number 6 pops it. Maddie sends it over the net. Some great teamwork by everybody. Number 6 pops it up. Leah handles that. Number 9 now sends it over the net. This volley continues. Here we go. Hard hit, number 29, Kiki. 6 back to 29. 29 sends it. Oh, unfortunately, a little long. Have a request to put Tiffany on camera. I don't know how she's going to feel about that, but we'll go ahead and scoot it over just slightly. All right. In your front row right now, looks like you have Ryan, Samaya, and Piper. Your back row is Kiki, Leah, and Ashley. This will be a Falcon serve with a score of 22-15. There's the serve. Kiki handles it. Sends it to 6, who gives it back to Kiki. Unfortunately, Kiki hits it right into the net. All right, here we go again. Kiki pops that. Number 6, Samaya, back to Kiki. Kiki this time gets it over the net high. Barely handled by the Falcons. They send it over on free. Ashley to Samaya. Samaya to Piper. Piper with the hit. They're able to handle it. That ball's coming back. And is a Falcons point as she reached over the net and caused it to go out of bounds. Kiki's right there. Samaya pops it up back to Kiki. Kiki sends it, unfortunately, sends it straight into the net. Falcon serve. Kiki pops it. Samaya's right there. Samaya gives it back to Kiki. Kiki, unfortunately, 3 times now right into the net. Either the serve needs, either the set needs to be just a tad higher, or Kiki's got to jump a little earlier. Leah's got it this time. Samaya gives it to Piper. Piper sends it over the net. That's 2 hits already. And she hits it right into the net, because that net is what, folks? Too high. All right. Piper to serve. There's Piper's serve over. Handled by the Falcons. That's their second hit. It's gonna be a little hard. 3, they get there. 6 pops it. Number 9 takes it, Ryan. Kiki, top of the net, falls back on our side. All right, we're going to have a substitution on the other side. And then Piper and Leah will swap as well. (23-20). Falcons fighting to come back. Leah's right there. Ryan pops it. Can we get it over? Number 6. Did. Well played by Sima. Got some cheering as the War Eagles get their 24th point. Just win. We have some substitutions now. 20 and 6 have substituted. So Samaya, can't be 6. I must have got a number wrong there. And 11 and Sahiti and Ryan substitute. That's the game right there if we can get the point. And we do! Coming back and winning the second set. South comes from behind, wins that 25-20. And we will be going to a third and tiebreaker set. I'll be back in just a moment to explain those rules. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. We hope you're enjoying so far, and we'll be back here shortly. All right, let's just take this camera over here. We'll put it right there on Tiffany. Tiff, say hi. I've zoomed in. I'm sure she does not like that at all. All right. Tiffany hates being on camera, so I can only imagine how much she loved that moment. All right, that should about cover the court. It should be in good shape as we prepare for our third and final set. So, how does that work? Third and final sets are a little bit different. Fundamentally, it's the same game, but you play to 15 points instead of 25. You also must win by 2. The shorter game, though, really does make a difference in terms of how quickly it ends. 10 points doesn't feel like a lot, but it is meaningful. But also, and probably more importantly, whoever gets the momentum first usually wins. Now, this has worked out well for several teams when you win the second one, because by winning the second, you're starting with the momentum. All right, same rules as last time. Ref is checking in the team, making sure the right people are where they're supposed to be. And Piper started the game and is now substituted out for Leah. Sahiti will be able to serve first, and so we'll be looking for that. Let's see if we can start this off on the right momentum. Sahiti earlier was running this ball down the line, so I think she's got an opening there. She runs it right down the line. Barely dived and saved, but they did pull it off. Unfortunately, Sahiti pops it high, nearly knocks out a couple people watching the game. And that gives the Falcons their first point. All right. If we can just shut it down here and not allow any momentum to go. All right. Leah pops that straight up. That goes to Sahiti. Sahiti over to Haley. Sends it over the net. Looks like they're going to return it with their inside hitter who sends it to Leah. Leah's right there. Sahiti. Sahiti to Haley. Does it make it? Oh, good try, though. She's trying to do over the back and also keep it from being out of bounds when it goes over the net. That ties it up at 2-2. Our team, unfortunately, was still trying to figure out their rotation when the Falcons went to serve, giving them an easy point as we were more trying to figure out where to be versus being ready to return the ball. All right, Maddie pops it up to Sahiti. Sahiti to Haley. Haley sends it right over, finds the hole. They're barely able to handle it. They do. Maddie's right there again. This time to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. We have a fight at the ball, but it's a Falcon point at 4. Very unfortunate. Very close, though. And the first timeout goes to the War Eagles as they want to change the momentum early. We're already down by 4. Mentioned 15 points. So it means a third of the points basically have already been taken by the Falcons. The momentum is on their side, and this next moment is going to be about breaking that. If South comes out energetic, excited, and takes control, this is still a fight. If they come out flat, then it's going to look like a Falcons game. Falcons are cleared to serve. Here we go. All right, handled by Cam. Cam to Sahiti. Sahiti to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. They're having trouble. They pulled it off somehow. Maddie's there. Sahiti to Cam. Cam gets there, and that ball is in. Cam with a kill. Fantastic job by Cam on making that happen. All right. That's going to give Kiki a chance to serve with a score of 1-4. The War Eagles sideline saying, let's serve it up. She serves it up straight down the line. 18 handles it. Going to come back to 18 for the spike. But Leah's there. Leah to Sahiti. Sahiti to Maddie. Maddie, the net is too high for Maddie, making it 1-5. We'll now have a substitution where Kiki and Kylie swap. So Kylie into the game in the back row, closest to you on the camera, with a score of 1-5. All right, there's the serve. Right at Kylie. Kylie to Leah. Leah gives it to Maddie. Maddie from the back, able to get there. And Maddie gets a kill. Maddie found that opening, flat-footed from the mid-court, able to make that happen. All right, Leah will be serving for us. Cam has been substituted out by Piper. Here comes Leah's serve. Good serve, deep in the court. Handled, though. 15 is going to pop it back to their inside hitter, who spikes it and does a good job with that one, finding the hole right in front of Kylie. Two to 6. It's still a fight. Number 7 on the Falcons cleared to serve. That goes straight to Maddie. Maddie to Sifi. Sifi back to Maddie. Maddie taps it over. Unfortunately, taps it out. 2 to 7. How high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, Haley to serve now. Good serve. Number 2 handles it on the Falcons, though. Middle hitter's going to take this one. Taps it, sends it right back to Haley. Haley to Sahiti. Sahiti to Piper. Piper with the back corner. Oh! The dad definitely calling it for his team. because he could not tell where that was. I think that caught the corner, but hey, it happens. All right, so Haley and Samaya are substituting, and Sahiti and Ryan are substituting with a score of 3-8. Barely clears the net. Kylie's there, though. Piper calls for it, and Ryan sends it over. Here comes the return. Piper and Ryan not talking, but they do pull it off. Leah takes the third hit and sends it over the net. Oh, good reaction by Maddie. Kylie takes that one. Piper is able. Leah recovers. Piper pops it up. Number 6 sends it over. That's Samaya. Here comes the return. Barely tips it. Samaya tries to dive and make it. Hard-earned Falcons point, but a Falcons point nonetheless. Oh, that was rough. All right, there's the serve. Maddie pops it. Unfortunately, pops it behind her, making it 10-3. And the War Eagles take a timeout. I don't think I need to explain what this timeout's about. This is an attempt to change the momentum. We're losing this one. We're down by 10, or we're down by 7. They've already got 10 points. They only need 15 in total. We've definitely got some work to do. We got to come back strong. Now, we've already done it before, so we can do it again. That's my assumption of the conversation that's occurring right now down there with Coach Rachel. Three to 10, War Eagles down. Timeout's now over. Here's the serve. Leah handles it. Maddie and Samaya go for it. Leah quick reacts, can't quite get it up over the net, but a quick reaction on her part to get there. All right. Oh, that's an ace for them. Number 14, Kylie, attempts to handle it, not quite able to. Maddie letting her know it's okay. We go again. 3-12. There's the hit. Leah pops that perfectly. Samaya to Piper. Piper with the spike. And the kill! Pushing it through the block. Piper gets the kill. All right, KK and... for Kiki. Ooh, I keep saying KK, don't I? Kiki and Ryan, and Kylie substituting there. Maddie's now going to be serving. Good serve from Maddie. Oh, good save by number 9. I mean, it's a War Eagle point, but I thought that was going to be an ace for Maddie, and the fact it was even that close is impressive. All right, let's see what Maddie does here. Scores 5-12. Another serve from Maddie. Well placed. 18. Sets it. Inside hitter is going to try to take that. That was on our side of the line, but double hit from number 8. That's another War Eagle point. All right, Maddie cleared to serve again. 6-12. Another good serve from Maddie, puts it over the net. Inside here is going to take this one, sends it. We immediately return it, Kiki does. They're going to send it over. Samaya pops it to Leah. Leah moves it forward back to Samaya, who sends it over the net and gets a kill! Samaya gets the kill there, finding a hole where the Falcons did not see it. Did not even react, really. 7-12. Maddie, another good serve. They're going to move that one forward from the back row. Leah's right there. Sima sends it over. Falcons do react. Kiki. Sima sends it over again. Middle hitter hits and finds the hole right behind Piper. Great diving attempt from Kiki to get there, but that's the 13th point. Maddie will be substituted with Ashley. Maddie making it a lot closer, 7-13. But remember, you have to win by 2. All right, Leah pops that. Sima, Kiki, back row deep, gets touched. They send it over. Ooh, good recovery by the girls. Kiki's there. Dive, let it out. It's out. That's a War Eagle point. All right, Leah's going to tag out as Cam comes in. Piper to serve. Good serve from Piper. 18 pops it straight up. Fight at the net, and that's a block and a kill. I believe that was Cam that gets the block. And that's a timeout Falcons this time. What a fundamental change in the game right there. Change in momentum, 9-13. If South can continue this, all right, Piper to serve again. Sideline cheers for her. Gives it over the net. They moved it to the back row. It's going to be hard to move forward. They do. Number 10's there, Ashley. Cam sends it over the net. Preparing for the block. Piper's there. She gets it up. Number 6, Samaya sends it over. They react quickly and barely handle that. Flat-footed hit. Kiki's there. Samaya sends it over again. Flat-footed hit, this time Samaya. This is going to be hard. Piper pops it. Oh, a good diving attempt. Real good teamwork all the way around as the team really tried to make that happen. Not quite able to, 9-14. We have a double substitution on the part of Flowery Branch. I have this as match point. 15 going for the 15th point. There it is. But how high is that net, folks? It's too high. Double substitution. Number 11 going in for number 9, so Sahiti in. Number 20 going in for number 6, so Haley in for Sima. All right. Unfortunately, remember, any point, and you can see Sahiti is stressed. Any point. There's one, clears the net. Here it comes back over. Ashley's there. Sahiti, Leah, and time called as the ball rolls onto the field. Woo! I'm sure that doesn't help Sahiti feel any better, though. She worked hard to get that over the net. Such a stressful moment. Cleared to serve again. Same point repeats. Hits it over the net. And that is sent far and wide. 11-14 South. Continuing their comeback. South sideline cheering, serve it up. 11-14. Another good serve. Fight at the net. Oh, but that is the last point. As Flowery Branch Falcons pull it off at the end to win 11-14, ending the game. Very busy game. All right, folks. So we have one more match today. It'll be give or take an hour from now. It's after the next one. So it just depends if that's a 2-set match or a 3-set match. And we look forward to being back one more time today and hopefully ending this with a split.